Well, thank you, everyone. Well, it's a really special night for our family. It's the end of an era, and if you're in this room, that means you were part of that history making for our family. So it was really important for us to bring you guys together and have some fun and tell some stories. So let's start it off. Maybe we'll start off with Big Bill, Dad. Dad, we didn't prep you for these questions.
No, not at all.
No, but thinking back on your 52 years, you know, Mom and Dad wasn't allowed to race until he moved out of the house. So they got married 52 years ago, and on their honeymoon, that's when Dad started his racing career. And from there, here we are today. So they've stuck together through thick and thin. It's been a long journey. Dad's had a lot of funny stories, and that's what we want to bring light to. We want to have fun with this. And I know you've had some silly moments, funny moments, memorable moments. What in your mind, Dad, has been one of those stories that you're like, how in the heck did we get here? And tell us one of those stories tonight. In a quick version, Dad.
Yeah, quick. First of all,
actually, I hit my face. Do you have a story you want to tell or no? No, I want you to tell the story.
He wants you to tell a specific story.
I want you to tell the story of when you met Billy Harvey at Tiger Thomas.
Okay, Billy just said, I want you to tell the Tiger Tom and Billy Harvey story. All right, Billy needs
I
it.
heard this story a million times growing up, and Dad's got to the age that it needs to be reminded of this story. But this story, it's larger than life, and if you do, give the quick backdrop, the story's about Billy Harvey and Tiger Thomas Stone, and Billy Harvey was running ARCA at the time, but also running NASCAR, and was also running the biggest drug ring in pretty much in South Florida. And a bunch of racers ended up going to jail, which was Gary Ballou, Pee Wee Reese, Pete Stone, and Billy Harvey. And they all had to Billy Harvey fled the country. It's a big story. But anyways, Dad told me the story as a kid. It's one that was larger in life, and he's got to share.
okay, well, before I do that, I want to thank a couple people. My first ever corporate sponsor was Stuart Warner Gages, and then Steve Thornwell. Him and his wife Mary are here right now. He was the first company to ever find a corporate sponsor. And it turns out, not only did he become a sponsor, his wife started to work for us in the gas station and in the office for us. And my wife is the godmother to their daughter. So I wanted to thank Steve and Mary. And my first sign painter and crew guy was Tommy Boyette. And he's standing right there in the middle. And he brought that sign and painted that sign for me for the museum. Okay, so now I'll tell you the story. So I'm getting a car built by Tiger Thomas Stoney down here in North Carolina. And I'm still living in Chicago. So he keeps telling me, yeah, the car will be ready in a week. The car will be ready. The car will be ready. So I come down here. I said, I'm coming down to get the car. So if anyone knows Tiger Thomas Stoney, I get to the shop, and in the back section where they're building the chassis is a frame rail. 2 frame rails, a rear kick-up, and that's it. So I said, oh my gosh, I'm supposed to have this car ready. So I'm up there, and I bring a guy from Chicago, Jeff Jacobs, who worked for me at the time, and we come down here for Rick James. Rick James came down with me, and we come down here for a week or 2 to finish the car. So it's like at night, and it's about 10 o'clock at night, and I gotta go from the back shop where the chassis is up to the front where his sales room was. And Tiger Tom is sitting at his desk. Now you gotta picture this. Tiger's about 5'1", and Billy Harvey's like 6 feet. And everybody knows the history of Billy Harvey. So they're arguing over a bill. And I don't know these, I know Tiger, but I don't know Billy Harvey. So they're arguing over a bill, and Tiger says, hey, you owe me this, and he's sitting at his desk. Billy Harvey says, no, I don't. And Tiger says, yeah, you do, you're gonna pay the bill. And Billy Harvey says, no, I'm not. And this argument goes on for a couple minutes, and all of a sudden Billy Harvey pulls out a gun. And in the back of the warehouse are all the fuel cells lined up on the top shelf. Billy Harvey takes his gun and goes, pow, pow. Tiger Tom turns around, looks and says, okay, 2 fuel cells. Puts it on his ticket. Billy Harvey says, okay, pow, 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 pow. He shoots go sell up on the top shelf. Tiger Tom just turns around, looks, puts them all on his bill. And I thought, oh my God, I'm here at 10 o'clock at night with these freaking maniacs. I says, I'm going in the back and working on the chassis. That was my first encounter with Billy Harvey. So go ahead, now, what else you want to know?
I know we have, if you've ever rode in the team van or bus, yes, you know where this is going. A lot of stories have happened in those team vans many miles down the road, those team buses, before we got fancy with airplanes. Billy, do you have a good story on the road? On a road trip?
Actually, I have the best one I have. And Shoney was with us, Marshall was with us. I don't think you were with us on this one, but I think you might have met us afterwards. It was we were in Indianapolis, and we had been out. No, I don't think she was there for. Do you want the mic? You're like my Aunt Carol. Like you guys okay? Okay. All right. So let's go back. And so we're in Indianapolis, and we're leaving town, and we're going over to Salem. We've been testing Winchester, spent the night in Indy. We leave early in the morning, and we were at one of these stoplights that there's like 5 lanes that are heading one direction, and we were in the far left-hand lane, and a city bus was in the middle lane, which could go left or straight.
I remember this.
And I remember thinking, it would look like it was heading straight. I was making a far left, but then I'd make a hard right at the next corner. So I kind of just like swung the thing really wide. Well, the bus kind of swung back over and hit us in the right rear. And killed the fucking van. And they like stopped the city bus and fell out of the damn thing. Like the city bus driver put cones out and evacuated the entire city bus right there. Now, there wasn't a scratch on the bus. Because the bus versus blue van was not a fair fight. And the blue van, the door, we couldn't even open it. And Kevin Reed was with me, Shoney. Yeah, Kevin, you remember this? And then Artman, so we get there and the police show up. And these guys were begging the police. They wanted it worse than bad. They were trying to find a way for the police to like draw their guns on me. Kevin, you remember this, don't you? Long story short, this city bus driver ended up filing a complaint with our insurance company. She didn't work for fucking 6 months, and there was no scratch. But it still made for a good story. It was worth the damn insurance claim, I'll be honest. But that was our best. That's my best blue van story.
That was called the Blue Blur.
Blue Blur.
Dad, how many times did you fall asleep at the wheel?
Never.
He doesn't know.
He was sleeping.
Herb's got a good story. Where's Herb? Herb, you still here? Or maybe Herb left. Herb's there. Herb. When we were driving through Atlanta and you saved Big Bill from definite death, he was going through Atlanta, went to go take his sweatshirt off, and Herb saved the day on all of us because Dad went to go take his sweatshirt off and got hung up on the sweatshirt. And his arms were up, and Herb saved our entire team's life right there.
Good job, Herb.
She drove 2 races.
Oh, she will drive her? She drove?
Allie and Carol did the MC.
All right, a lot of funny moments on the road. We spent many a nights in hotel rooms. If you're in this room, you've traveled the circuit. You've stayed in hotel after hotel. Is there any good moments? No, this has to be this is not R-rated, Mom. I know which one you want to tell. We can't tell that one tonight. Mary, shut your mouth. Billy, let's start. Oh wait, Mom, do you want to take the mic first? Mom wants to take the mic first, and she's not the speaker, so we're going to give her the microphone on any good, funny hotel moments.
I have to remember when we would go to Springfield or Des Moines, we would leave Chicago at midnight and drive to the track and we would all sleep under the trailer. So during the night when other trucks were coming in, they didn't run us over because we could not afford hotel rooms.
And then when we could afford hotel rooms, Billy,
When we couldn't, eventually, I will say one of the things we got known for was staying in really nice hotels, but that was not when that was after Dad was booking.
yeah, when Billy had control of the books, then you guys got nice hotel
Our
rooms.
hotel rooms got immensely better. But my favorite hotel room story involves Justin Boston.
Justin, where are you?
Where's JB?
Justin Boston.
So JB we were testing Salem, and he was skiing in, I think, Jackson Hole or some bougie shit like that. And I remember telling him, be in Louisville on Sunday night. And because we tested on Monday. And he was supposed to be there Sunday morning, and long story short, he got delayed. Didn't get into like late Sunday night. I was kind of pissed off because I was like, I had told him to make sure he was on the early flight, didn't get on the early flight. He cut it way too close. Typical JB running late. So we're like, we're gonna screw with him. So we got the key to his hotel room, and we took all the popcorn off the, they used to put a bag of popcorn in everyone's room. So it was on the service cart. So Em and I emptied the service cart, went down to the lobby and popped like 12 bags of popcorn, and then proceeded to cover his entire room in popcorn. And the next morning...
Sounds like a sticky situation.
No, it was more slippery because the next day he was testing, and I'm like, what the fuck is wrong? He's like, my feet are still covered in butter. I took a shower and that shit was everywhere. I did get a cleaning bill for it, but I was just like, my guys, you don't know what the fuck they're gonna do. So I paid it happily.
Justin, did you mind the popcorn? Yeah. Keep in mind, Billy officiated his wedding, so I think you guys were okay.
He got over it.
He got over it real quick. Dad, tell us a funny story about any kind of times where, this is pre-2007, anything prior to 2007, Dad's allowed to speak. Anything after 2007, we have a rule in our family, give the microphone to Billy. Everyone's clear on this. You sign a document in the Venturini family. No, I'm just kidding. Dad, tell us a funny story prior to 2007 where you thought, this is not a good situation, we're not gonna make it, but then at the end of the day, you were laughing about how you made it happen.
Oh, I think one of the, I don't know if people from the Midwest know Tom Jones, Zero My Hero. You remember it, Billy remembers this trip. So we're going to Atlanta, it's the end of the year, and my truck blows the motor, breaks down, and we're in Indianapolis. And I got a gooseneck trailer. So somehow or another, and don't ask me how I arranged this, but Tom Jones allowed me to go back to Chicago and get his truck and trailer and pick my car up and ended up going to the Atlanta race. Me and Billy ended up sleeping in, it was like freezing cold out. We slept in the top part of the gooseneck trailer, and I don't know who went back to Chicago, but somebody else went back to Chicago. Ron Marsh. Okay, Ron Marsh, Ron Drager would know who Ron Marsh is. He was the chaplain for ARCA for a while. So he drove back to Chicago and got to Tom Jones's truck and trailer, and then drove it back to Indianapolis, and we put our car in it and drove all the way to finish the race.
And I'm thinking it had to be 84 or 5, because I was like, trying to remember, I was probably 7 or 8 years old. Like, I was real little, but I still remember that when we bubbled up, and we'd be sleeping literally surrounded by all the springs.
Yep, all the springs up at the top.
And that's kind of how, well, that's how I grew up.
And then I'll tell you one other story was thanks to Norman Degree.
Where's Norman? Norman, where are you? There's Norman.
Yeah, first of all, Norman is, he put me on the map by giving me some really fast race cars. That's how we set the track record at Daytona and Talladega. But we were getting ready to go to Daytona, and we lived in Chicago, and I kept everything in my garage, 2-car garage in the backyard. And we woke up one morning, it was like the week before we were ready to go, and I looked out the window, and Cathy's car was sitting in the middle of the street. And I thought, wow, that's really weird. It snowed, maybe icy, and it slid out the driveway, and then I realized, oh, wait a minute. And I look out, and I run downstairs, and I open the back door, and my truck is gone. My cube van is gone. Well, what had happened was some guys broke into the garage, stole my 2 motors and my truck.
While we were all sleeping
While
in the
we were
house.
sleeping.
This is at our house.
At our
'cause
house.
The garage was at our house.
So while we were sleeping, they pushed Kathy's car on the street. They stole my truck and they stole my motors and all my equipment. And here we are, ready to go to Daytona. Thank goodness Norman had kept my car down by his shop, and we were still able to go to Daytona. And believe it or not, Norman, I don't know if I ever told you this, but like 2 years later, I found all of my stuff. Yes, at Rockford Speedway, and I had the guys arrested, and I got all my stuff back. Yep.
Because Dad initialed everything.
Yeah. All right, next question.
I wasn't at all traumatized by that my whole entire childhood. Knowing I was sleeping, the hauler was outside of my bedroom, and that's exactly where everything had gone past. But Billy, since Ron Drager's in the room, this would be fun, because now that you're I don't know, you're not fully stepping away, so maybe you need to keep the filtered version. Any kind of moment in your life, not that Billy ever has any regrets on anything he says, because he's always right. Any oh shit moments, I shouldn't have done that?
An oh shit moment I've had. I'm not
Shouldn't have said or done that. Oh, Dad has one.
Oh, Dad's probably talking. Are you talking about the fuel? Yeah, that was all me. That was all me. We got busted with cheater fuel at Talladega, and we qualified. Actually, it's kind of funny. Ben Brown was pissed as hell at me. So this guy comes in the shop and he's like, "This stuff will not be detected." Swore up and down, and we're like, and we dynoed it. It was worth like 12 horsepower. So we're like, "Fuck it." So instead of trying to sneak it in, I just didn't practice. I ran like 2 laps of practice, and then we went out and qualified 3rd. And I was like, great, awesome, because we needed points. Because back then we used to get points for the top 5, and I was in a points battle. So I got my 15 points. Well, they didn't test the fuel to the, like, overnight.
Overnight.
So what happens is I get my 15 points. The cars that didn't make the race go home. So they couldn't DQ me because it would have looked bad that they didn't have that result before they sent the other cars home. Needless to say, my fuel was tested for about the next 2 seasons, even when we raced places like fucking Berlin. It didn't matter where we were given a fuel sample. If we had got a flat tire and we crashed, we gave a fuel sample. We gave a fuel sample, it was for 2 damn seasons.
It was the only time I saw the veins in Ron Drager's neck explode.
It's actually in his forehead.
Forehead,
You got to get it going, but it's actually in the forehead. I haven't seen it in a long time, but I got it in my 20s. I got to see it very often.
I just want to talk about a few people in the crowd that mean a lot to me on a night like tonight. Obviously, we're here to talk about people that mean a lot to us. Obviously, now I'm such a badass, right? But there was a time where I could not grab a hot nail through a snowman's ass,
And Billy told you, too.
Yes, he did tell me. I remember we were at Bristol, and Kevin Reed Jr. was making fun of me for how far I was away from the front stretch wall. We were at Dover. Dover was the biggest eye-opener for me. I was 2 seconds off the pace at Dover. I was really, really bad. Drew Dollar himself was like a second faster than me. But long story short, I obviously came from California and learned a much different path than what it takes to be successful out here. And really struggled pretty bad when I first moved out here. And obviously moved out here with just by myself. I had my friend Dustin with me, but other than that, I was by myself. And there were 2 people. I think Jack Irving's still here, but 2 people outside of immediate family that believed in me, and that was Billy and Jack Irving. At least that's how they made me feel. So, there's a lot of times that as a driver, again, talent is really important, but there's a lot of things that matter more more than that. The people around you are one of those things. And Billy and Jack were two people that just believed in me when really nobody else did, and when I didn't either. And after that, we won 11 races or 12 races after that. Won my first race at Salem in 117. That was pretty cool. And then we won a championship together. Won 10 races that season. Won everything under the sun. So I met a lot of great people racing for Venturini. I got to create friendships and Kevin Reed Jr. and Corey Heim and Mon and Rahman and a bunch of other people, the Venturini brothers as well. So I already cried enough in the freaking thing you guys are going to see later, but obviously I'm really sad for the rest of my career not to be able to come to the racetrack on Friday night and see Venturini race in Arco. And that's going to bother me for a while, but it's going to make me happy knowing that Emily and Billy and Cathy and Big Bill are happy with what they've created. So they've created a lot of people like me. Again, Billy is outside of my father, the most important person in the history of my career. And my life wouldn't be the same without him. I'd probably be racing, dirt cars and not have a career. Because there was a time where I didn't quite have it. So I want to thank Billy from the bottom of my heart. And even though he probably deserves half my checkbook when I'm making big money, I'm just going to take him to dinner. So we'll keep celebrating the Venturini family tonight. And we got one more race left, and then you're done. You're done. Well, congratulations. I love you guys, and thank you.
Congratulations to you, Jesse, for a very successful career, buddy.
Hey, I got to give a shout out to one person, and I just lost him. I saw him for a second, but Big Kev. Oh yeah, Big Kev.
Kevin Sr.
Big Kev.
He just walked away.
Where did that big-headed monster go?